Right, I've been mowing this morning. Didn't get that on film, I was too busy mowing. I'm enjoying this mower, but I haven't filmed it because I like just mowing without distractions. There's the mower there, look, just tucked away. You see it through the window of the 265, there it is. So, I'm actually off to row up the grass now because Andy just called me and said, do you want to get it rowed up and baled today, because the weather's looking like a bit changeable. So although it was only mowed today and normally you'd let it wilt 24 hours, to be honest, it's been so dry, the grass out there isn't sappy and like it is sometimes. So actually it won't hurt being baled straight away, and I think it's probably a wise thing to do actually, rather than let it get wet. Let's just drop that down. The old tractor's trying to start, straining against the lifting up the hydraulics. That's better. Right. So I'm in the old, that's the old 265. Let's get that out. It does feel really changeable, the weather. I can tell. It's like it's on. You know, like they say, it's on the air. You can feel the moisture in the air, really. Anyway, I'm gonna head on out of this. I know we haven't got a decent sized rake yet, but maybe give us time. This year we're not going to change the rake. We spent enough money. Maybe next year. But so the hay bob will do the job. Right. Let's get on out. I can't say we got a hell of a lot of grass. We'll have a look in the field anyway. Hi ho! Hi ho! It's off to work we go! Let's have a look at here. So, this is the field. You might remember, this is the field that we actually re-drilled back in the spring, and a lot of doubters were saying it won't work, and I wish I'd filmed it before I mowed it, because it did work. We have got a good recovery of grass on here. Let me just pan across there. Look, you can see there. Although it's not a particularly heavy crop now. This is second cut. I mean, it's got a good length on it. Look. I mean, what's happened is second cut everywhere around the country now, I'm sure, is probably pretty bad for most farmers. Second cut is what obviously you make after your first cut. First cut's normally about May time. Second cut sort of June, July. You never get as much of a yield on second cut normally. Well, that's not always true, but you know, it doesn't always grow as well. Spring grass grows really well, but this year it's kind of almost ground to halt really. It's been pretty slow because we got to the point where we've had no rain anywhere. We've had hardly any rain. You might remember I put a bit of fertilizer on this, but not very much, because it was too dry. So it was no good me putting fertilizer on that wasn't going to wash in. So where I'd normally put fertilizer on beginning of or mid-May, I didn't, because it just wasn't worth it. Hence the fertilizer went on too late really to really benefit the crop. So what you've got is the crop has gone, it's gone all stalky, and there's nothing in the base. The grass hasn't really filled out, if you like. That's my basic explanation of what's going on with the grass crops around our farm and probably around the country. It's going to be a problem going forward for most farmers, because we're entering into another drought like last year, and it's earlier than last year. It is a worry. I'm not worried because we still got a bit of time to recover this. We get some rain, but you know, we're not growing the grass we need really. Right, let me crack on. We're going to see him. Hopefully we'll see the baler when it arrives. I better get on with this. Alright guys and girls. Always hard to judge this now because it's slightly different sized rows now because of the mower. Right. So you're going to laugh at me using this bit of kit, I'm sure. Some of you are anyway. seem so daft if the fact that we had some grass to grow up, but the problem is the rows are really skinny. There's just no grass around. Oh, that back window's shut. I just ordered some new rams for that back window because of the gas struts that hold it up. The gas is obviously gone, and sorry, shut up window. There's just nothing to keep that back window up. Keep shutting. It's rather annoying. Right, let me turn this off. We'll probably catch up with the guys when they come to Baler. Bugger all crop of grass. It's not looking good, folks. I'm not predicting many bales out here. I reckon we'll be lucky to get 25. 18 on that other field the other day. So 25 on here. I don't know. Let's have a look when we finish. Right, well I'm about halfway round now. And he said he'd be here about 3 o'clock, so it's possible I won't finish before he gets here. It really depends how quick he is. Hopefully he's gone back to have a sandwich or something and I've got a little bit of time to just tidy up around the edge afterwards. We'll see. Well, I just stopped for a second. The blooming gates popped out of the bracket on the back of here, look. I just swung out round there. This thing here pops out, does that occasionally, and then that's spun round. I just thought 30 seconds while I stopped, so I'll crack on really. There's two things I've noticed, okay, in this field. There's a very sort of brown dead patch of grass, and there's also a bit of a greener patch of grass. One of them is dying grass, one of them's grass seems to be doing okay. I've got two theories on that. So the dead bit you can see here, this is probably where the most stone is near the top of the ground. Look at this, the grass is actually dying off here. It's brown, isn't it? Just a patch here, you can see the difference, can't you? And look, it's in the sward here, look. Grass has died off there. Not green at all. So that's obviously, I know the rock seams along here anyway, so this is probably the worst bit. So that is the start of the grass dying off. The worrying thought on that is, now I've taken the cover off of this green grass on the top, it's exposing this very short dry grass to the sun. So if we carry on with our drought, then we're going to be into a situation where this is going to burn off now rather than regrow, which is a worry. But then the other thing I've noticed is this green patch here, look. This bit here, it's got a bit of weed in it, but look, the grass is a lot lusher and greener here. This is almost like the first cut. It's not wilted. There is a lot of bindweed in there, mine, but it's greener. And the one thing I'm thinking is this a leak? Because if you see up by the tractor, look. Let me just follow out. Let's zoom right up, okay? Can you see my water trough up there? There we go, one water trough. Ooh, a bit wobbly. Now I'm straight in line with that down here, and that feeds with a pipe, feeds down to another water trough just at the other side of that gate. So the feed pipe comes all the way up here. Now the question is that a leak? I don't know, but look at the difference. Green, green, well, sort of off green, off green, off green, off green, green. Green, 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 off green. So, have I got a leak in a pipe? That's the thing. I don't know. I'll have a better idea actually now this grass is off, because it didn't really show up before, but I'm thinking that's going to show up. It's not, I've had leaks like this before. What usually that is usually where there's a joint in the pipe. Usually what's happened is someone who ran that pipe down here ran out of pipe halfway down the field and put a joint in. And the joint's always the weakest link, especially if they've used copper fittings. They probably corroded out by now. I've had that before in the field over there, same problem. The first time you noticed a leak is probably in the winter when you got, the summer, when the grass looks noticeably greener than anywhere else. And if it's really bad, what you'll notice is a quagmire. Let's hope we haven't got that. Right, I'm carrying on with this. It's really noticeable, this grass. It doesn't need any wilting. So baling it today is a good idea rather than letting it get wet. That's going to make good silage, I think. Whoa, that's actually more wilted. That grass is more wilted than grass that's been cut for 24 hours and left on first cut. And it's only been cut about 4 hours. Look at this. Bit of rubbish I picked up. Raspberry flavoured energy drink it is, I think. Relentless, 0 sugar. I wouldn't touch those things with a barge pole myself. Right, anyway, crack on. I wonder when the baler will turn up. Oh, smooth gear change. Crack on! Baler alert, baler alert, baler alert. There he is. Right, the baler's here. I haven't quite finished. I'll have to go and have a chat a minute, and then I'll have to do the headland, I think. Oh, he's gonna turn round. He's gotta go to the far end of by our house and turn round to get the angle on the field. So what I can do while he's doing that is I can start doing the headland. Baler alert! Baler alert! Baler alert! I just realised what I should have done is gone round the headland once to buy me a bit of time before so when he turned up he would have had one lot of headland to go round before he arrived. Now I'm a little bit pushed to get it all done before he'll be right behind me on my tail, I expect. But I've only got to go around about half a dozen times and then he can carry on. He's sat waiting for me. He's waiting for me to go round once or twice before he comes and does a bit. Here we go. I just stopped for 30 seconds. I've got to keep going round. Here's the main man on the baler. Normally the main man on the pit. How are you, mate?
Oh, not too bad. Yourself?
All right, good. What are you on now then? You just changing the wrap?
Just putting the wrap on.
Let's see. Oh, double barrel. Let's see you put a roll on. I've never seen one of these being put on, I don't think. What's that for?
What, there?
Yeah, the liquid.
This just stops.
Just lubes it up, does it?
Yeah. So like when the weather's a little bit hot or those get sticky and
really?
The wrap would stick to it and it would like it.
Well, this roller stick to it, will it?
Yeah. So like.
Really?
Yeah, and then it just stops.
So what's that? Like an oil you put on there, is it?
Yeah, it's like a sort of degreaser.
Really? I didn't know that. Wow.
So yeah.
Oh, I see. Oh, right. The wrap feeds through there. I was thinking you put that on there. No. Oh, I see.
Yeah.
That feeds through there and right.
Some new clips. Hopefully they fit.
Oh, nice and shiny.
But yeah, so the wrap goes through there.
Has this got a bale counter on it, this thing? How many bales has this baler done now then, do you reckon?
40. Early 40,000.
Wow.
40.
That's a lot, isn't it?
So yeah, so that stuff I chucked on.
Yeah, I can smell it.
Yeah, when it's hot, this goes like real tacky.
Yeah.
And then that film would stick to that, and then you're just out the cab every 5 minutes putting the
Right.
wrap.
So you just put it in there, tie it off, do you, or
I
what?
just tie it because that's the knife that cuts it.
Okay.
So when it's finished wrapping the bales, these will come out to about here, capture film, and then cut it.
Oh, it's a bit windy now, isn't it? So where's the other roll? Oh, the other roll's up there.
Yeah, so you'll see.
Oh, okay.
I'll push a button and then
And that'll come round. How many bales do you get out of one of these then?
It's roughly about, to a pair of new wraps.
Yeah.
It's about 40, so
40,
say 20.
40.
But then
Yeah.
that's if you've got them set as like triple wrap. If
Right.
you need double wrap,
Yeah.
then it's more.
Fair play. This machine's amazing, isn't it? Saves a lot of time, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's basically like 2 tractors in one.
It is, isn't it? Because it'll wrap and bale.
Yeah, so it does save a lot of money.
Oh, better. Oh, okay. Right, so that one's set up to go.
Yeah.
And then you open up, put that one on, and then you're off. Well, I'll tell you what, I'll leave you to carry on with that. I'm going to get round then so that you've got something to bale.
Yeah, that's right.
Sort of.
No worries.
I'll see you in a minute.
See you in a bit, right?
Cheers. There we go. That was interesting, wasn't it? See the wrap on. I better crack on. I'm a bit seized up today. Time for a hip replacement. Let's hope not.